more closely. Why did we do this? If you look right here, well, most of the population is here in the Denver-Boulder area. Barack Obama is leading in that area, Denver-Boulder, 68% to 30%. It's where the population is in the state, and he is up by a huge margin.
And that includes the suburbs too, right?
That includes the Denver-Boulder area there, but in the suburbs alone, the southern, just south, 56 to 41, a 15-point lead in the suburbs. And we're seeing that not just in Colorado, but we're seeing that in other states as well, Wolf, which is what makes the map so interesting. Another big state in our new poll is Florida, of course. Down here, Miami and the Gold Coast, you know this area very well down here. Barack Obama is leading 65 to 34, a 30-point lead, Miami and the Gold Coast. It's a Democratic area, but that margin being so big, turnout high, it is crushing. He's also, Wolf, among non-whites in the state of Florida, blacks and Latinos. Barack Obama is winning more than 70-30. It's 70 to 29 right now. A growing Latino population in Florida. The Obama campaign targeting African Americans in that state. Those are impressive numbers. Still a toss-up state, still very close there. One other place I want to look that you mentioned on the map, and we'll talk more about this as the day goes on. Let's come up to the state of Virginia, and you come back out and come up here. This is the state, of course, that went narrowly, 9 points actually for George W. Bush 4 years ago. They're trying to turn this blue, and what is happening is huge Obama leads up here in Northern Virginia. Again, Wolf, you know that's near our home. Population growth has been all up here in Northern Virginia. Barack Obama with a huge advantage there, and significantly running very far ahead down here in Southeast Virginia. This is a competitive community. You have the African Americans in Norfolk and in Hampton Roads, but you also have, see all the red from 4 years ago, military communities, naval bases, military retirees down here. Advantage Barack Obama down here and up here. The population is in these areas in this state, plus he's running very well in Richmond among African Americans. A few days out in the election, the map is tilting more in Obama's favor.
How much of an asset is it in Virginia that he's got the governor right now, Jim Webb, one of the Democratic senators, and a former governor, Mark Warner, who's running for the Senate, all Democrats, Tim Kaine, the incumbent governor. He's got some heavyweights helping him in Virginia.
The state energy, we talk about the national fundamentals favoring Obama in this election. The state energy in Virginia has been trending Democratic for quite some time. He has all of the popular politicians in that state. Even many Republicans say they're going to vote for the Democratic candidate, Mark Warner, for Senate. It helps you on the ground. It helps turn out votes. And it helps you most importantly because, Wolf, I just finished a conversation heading out here with a top McCain advisor who says there is no way they see a path to 270 if Barack Obama wins Virginia. It'll be one of the earliest states to come in on election night. If Barack Obama picks up these 13 electoral votes in the state of Virginia, are there mathematical possibilities out here? Yes. But does the McCain campaign have a sheet that gets you to 270 that does not include the state of Virginia? That is at all realistic? The answer to that is no.
And they close the polls, at least right now in Virginia, at 7 p.m.
Right.
Eastern, so that will be one of the first states that close on Tuesday. John, thanks very much. John's going to stay with us. He's not going away. Virginia hasn't really been up for grabs in a presidential election in more than 4 decades, but it's now clearly a raging battleground, as you just saw. State officials are concerned, though, that the intensity of the race could lead to heated and possibly even some violent exchanges at polling places, so they're beefing up security. CNN's Dan Lothian is in Norfolk, Virginia. Dan, exactly what security measures are we talking about?
Well, Wolf, there have been a lot of training sessions underway for months. There will be police officers at various polling places. But I should point out, in past elections, they've always had security plans in place at the various polling places just in case anything happened. But this time around, officials have really taken it up a notch. Virginia has long had its battlefields, but only recently has it become a battleground state. A record number of registered voters, the threat of turning blue,
Barack Obama,
and passionate supporters fighting to win. It's what some call the perfect storm for security problems.
We have to be prepared more than ever before. You're talking about a great deal of emotion in a polling precinct. So we have to prepare for the fact that people are not going to act normal.
Al Spradlin, chairman of the Electoral Board in Chesapeake, says his city is taking unprecedented security steps just in case. For security reasons, he gave few details.
This is Mason here.
Fairfax County Registrar Roki Sulman has been working on his what-if plan for weeks.
We've talked to county and city police to let them know that we have to be aware, to be prepared to go out to the polls on election day in case something happens.
Poll workers in the state's largest county have also been put on guard.
To be more vigilant, to look for suspicious people, suspicious items, suspicious behavior, and realizing that everybody has sort of an amped up atmosphere this election.
Caution, but security experts say no cause for alarm.
There is no specific threat
to the election process or anything else on Election Day.
Officials in several of Virginia's largest cities and counties tell CNN that police officers will be present at some polling places, but will most likely be wearing plain clothes.
For Virginia,
That's something that voter rights groups say they'll be closely monitoring. Training sessions like this one give volunteers a sense of what to look out for.
are they in any way causing voters to be intimidated or threatened? Security is an important issue, but we want to make sure that every voter feels comfortable actually going into the polling station.
One official told me that there is a fine line between security and not intimidating any of the voters. They said that this is something they've gone over with law enforcement officials and don't expect a problem on Election Day. Wolf?
And Dan, the whole issue that the governor is not necessarily going to have enough resources there to allow everyone to vote in a timely fashion. Has there been any movement on that NAACP lawsuit?
No movement on that at all, meeting with the Attorney General, and perhaps we should hear more on that tomorrow, but the NAACP saying that even though we have less than a week to go before Election Day, they believe that's still plenty of time to get something done, they feel, in order to allow African Americans, they believe, to be able to vote on Election Day.
Virginia, who would have thought this late that's going to be this close there? Obama with a lead in our poll of polls in our latest poll there. Thanks for that. We hear the most about the top two presidential candidates, but there's another opponent who could cause